Hello, 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 everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Well, it is Sunday, the 18th of June, 2023. It is about 20 after 10 in the morning. I'm going over to the church around noon because we have Mass today. And yeah, and I just had to do something with Sydney outside. Anyway, this is what I'm working on. These are 3 nutcrackers. 1, 2, and 3. So the color I'm working on is all this kind of red, number 17. So that's what I'm working on. And the color is 762. So yeah. But this morning I was, Sydney didn't bring me any kind of a present or gift. No dead mouse. Or live mouse, for that matter. Jonah and Lily Bell are here. Jonah's doing pretty good. He's got this big sore about like this big around here. I guess he had gotten bitten by either Sydney or another cat. And there are quite a few cats around here. And then it got all infected. Cat bites are really bad for infection. Very bad for infection. So anyway, I didn't notice it for quite a while. And then I noticed like his hair kind of sticking out. So I went and touched it, and sure enough, it was an abscess. But it wasn't soft enough yet. And because if it's too hard, you're not going to get anything out of it, right? So I had to wait a few days and it softened up. And then it's good because then it'll all kind of gush out, right? And that's what you want. And so I did that, but it's quite a large sore. There's a scab on there. But I did lance it. And I know he didn't like it. I mean, would I like it? No. I had a boil on my back once, and that was awful. And I couldn't see that. Because it was right in the middle of my back. So anyway, and so he's doing not too badly. It is healing, but it's very slow healing. He'll be left with a scar there for sure. And but at least there's the scab on it. And then this morning when I was sitting here having breakfast, all of a sudden I noticed this fox running down the road. Just minding his own business. Poor thing. I know there's a family of foxes in this area. And I know they do go after cats. But Jonah and Sydney are wise enough that they don't they don't get themselves caught. You know, it's they really go after the young ones, right? Because they're easy to catch and far less dangerous. Like these guys here with their claws, especially Sydney. Whoa. So, and then after breakfast, I went and went for my bike ride. So that's done. Did pretty good today. Pedal, pedal, pedal. So for the challenge for this month, it's counting June. Okay. So as long as you have it counted, whatever one it is, you go for it. That's the theme or the challenge for this month. I still haven't done my farm fresh berries. I gotta do them. Oh my gosh, it's like I drag my feet. But I should do it. So I just gotta mount it, for crying out loud. But I drag my feet on it. And then one day I go, yeah, gotta do it. So, yeah. And then coming up for July, so Wednesdays in July, the challenge is winter in July, not Christmas in July, winter in July. And this is one of the ones I'm thinking of working on. Now, quite a few of you have said that you all already have this one. So that's good. But you can work on anything else that is winter related. Okay? So anything that is... Oh, that's a bird down here. Trying to figure it out. Anything that has like a snowman or hot chocolate or, you know, there's my little fox from today and trees with snow on them and just anything that signifies winter to you, right? So, yeah, there is another one that's coming in the mail. And I think it might be here tomorrow, but definitely Tuesday. So I'm going to go for the mail on Tuesday. I didn't go on Friday because I just wasn't feeling up to it. But I will go on Tuesday. And so I will do that. So I haven't quite decided yet. Do I work on this one or do I work on the one that's coming in the mail? And I will do a review for that. Now, I might do it on Tuesday when I get it. I might post a review then. So, we shall see what happens. So, oh, the sun's peeking out. So, yesterday, as I was on my way home, I saw it. I stopped in there just to see if David was in. Like, I saw his bike out there, but... And then, so I talked to him for a little while. And he pumped up 2 of my tires because they were getting pretty low. And then, I left his place. I didn't stop there to get my tires pumped up, but I just wanted to see what he was up to. That's Sydney playing with a ball. It's a big ball about like this big. Occasionally he gets to it and we'll play with it. And then I was between David's place and my place, all of a sudden I heard Jenny calling. So I went over there, and she does beautiful work on her garden. It's just beautiful. You know, if I was younger, I'd be doing the same thing, but no. No, I had no desire this year for my garden. None. None, none, none. Not at all. Not at all. Nothing. So probably next year I'll do it. Plant some potatoes and I just had no oomph to do it this year. I don't know why. Just nothing. So I don't know if there's anything on TV today. I did finish up my audiobook. And that was good. That was called The Great Solar Storm. And that was by Kelly L. Green. And actually it got, get down, Sydney. Actually, it got pretty good at the end. But then at the very end, it just all just compacted very tightly. A lot happened in just one chapter. Get off there. You're being a brat. And that I didn't much care for. Like, she could have spread it out and that. And at no time during the entire box set, which was 5 books, was there any government, any police officers, any army or military. There was nothing in the entire book. And like, you know, you go from Wisconsin back to Massachusetts. You mean you can tell me that there was no military, no nothing? Yeah. That doesn't ring true. That just does not ring true. So I'm kind of on the fence. I give it about a 3 out of 5. Because there could have been a lot more exploration of certain things and less of other things. Like, there was so much of this. Why don't you stay behind and I'll go by myself? No, I can't let you go by yourself. I'll be there. No, you can stay there and I will go on ahead because I can travel faster than, you know, all of us. No, I'm there. And this went on throughout the entire series. And it was awful. That part I didn't care for. You know, like, it was just too, yeah, not good. So, And like, where did all the other people go? Why were there no gangs running around? Why were there no blockades? Why were there no, you know, uh, militia? Um, why was they were traveling down the interstates and everything else? And yes, there were some vehicles that were there, but not a whole lot. Like, I've read enough or listened to enough post-apocalyptic that, yeah. So now I'm listening to book 4 of from David Rosenfeld, and I love the narration. This guy here, he just really knows, and David Rosenfeld really knows how to write a story, and he makes it funny. Even though it's serious, it's like, you know, he'd be on the phone with whoever it was, and Andy, um, he's a lawyer. He's a um, defense lawyer, and like he'll be on the phone. Somebody will call him up, and they'll say, "Andy, you got to get down here right away." Well, I have this and this to do. You got to get here right away. And it's like, well, yeah, I can do that. Like, when do you want me? And he'll say something about, or he'll be telling someone else, I got to see you right away. And right away, yeah, like right this very minute, not 5 years ago, not 5 years in the future, now. But I mean, he does it in a much better way. I messed that up. But anyway, it's a lot about dogs in there too. He's got this retriever, a golden retriever, I think, named Tara. And he has this money, and him and another guy in book 3, they had opened a rescue for dogs on death row. And sometimes hard to place dogs, which just warms my heart. So I would really recommend, but if you can listen to the audiobook, I get it through the library. If you can listen to the audiobook, it's so much better. It is so much better. So I was texting with Juliet yesterday, and they went whale watching off the coast of it was off the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia. And I said, did you see any whales? Oh yeah, we saw whales. They went out on a boat, and a tourist boat. And they saw whales. And I'm sure they're very, very happy about that. I wonder if they saw any icebergs. There usually are some there in the North Atlantic that come down from the Arctic. So I hope they got to see one. I've seen one. It was a big one. In the distance, mind you, because I was in New Brunswick. But, yeah. So, not sure what they're doing today. So, but yeah. So otherwise, not much else. I have not checked Amazon Prime. I don't know if there's movies on. Or I may just go outside and sit outside in the gazebo and just stitch out there. Listen to my audiobook and stitch. So, but yeah, but I got dishes to do here right away and that, so. But otherwise, not much else. Not much else. I was so glad to go for my bike ride, and I didn't stop once. And see, when I leave the house here, there's just a slight grade that's going up. It's not very much, and you don't feel it in a car, and you don't feel it when you're walking, but when you're biking, you feel it. So, and so it's just around, and then I go down May Street, and then I come down and around, come back on Cambria. I can't remember what that other street is. I look at it and I can't remember, but anyways, the one coming back around is Cambria. And so then I hit a little bit of a grade coming back up to May Street. And then once I hit Vimy Road here again, or Highway 68, it's downhill. So I get a little bit of pushing it, then I get a little bit of a rest, and then I come around, then I get a little bit where I'm pushing it again, and then a rest coming home. So it works pretty good. And I'm usually only gone about 15 minutes. But when I go uptown, it'll be a little bit harder. So, but mind you, once I get up past May Street, just a little bit, about 10 meters, it just flattens right out. And then I'll go and ride my bike over there to the post office. And I'm glad I have Rosie, though. She's still causing me some problems, but yeah. So if I can suggest, if you're interested in one of these adult bikes, like tricycles, right? Adult tricycle. nothing wrong with it, that you you really look at a different brand. Don't get a Vever. Do not get a Vever. You know, no matter how much it's on sale, don't get a Vever. Go and get a Schwinn or something like that. The reason why I didn't get a Schwinn was it was more money. But it would have been a much better quality, I think. I don't know if they're made in the US, but these are sold by a US company, but it's made in China. So that, you know, and I guess you get what you pay for, but it was still expensive because I had to pay $4.28 for the original Rosie. And then when I complained about all the problems and issues, they sent me a second Rosie. And I was able to sell the first one and recoup some of my money. So in essence, I only paid $128 for Rosie. So, and I put a front basket on there, and I put mirrors, and I've got cargo netting on the back, so, and a cover, so that when I go shopping or something, that I can, you know, cover up my stuff in there so that it's not as tempting, right? So, not that much happens here, but stuff does. But it's mostly that people will go into yards and try and steal something. Like Juliet and John had a snowblower stolen, and a couple of other things. I think it was a snowblower. I don't think it was a I don't think it was a lawnmower. I think it was a snowblower. And I'm not sure if they got away with it. Yeah, they did, because they had to buy another one. That's right. So, it's not very good. Not very good. And of course, there's a lot of farmers who get, you know, gas and fuel stolen. So if you're just new here, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm up to 587. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm only 13 away from 600. Can you imagine? Just 13 away from 600. So I think that's fabulous. Oh my gosh. And so thank you so much. There is the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. All you need to gain access is give me the name of one of my 3 sidekicks. There is, and that's Stitching in the Interlake. I think I said that. And then there's my email address, which is stitchingintheinterlake@gmail.com. So, yeah, and there's a lot of us there in the Facebook group. And we, you know, if you get in there, you'll be able to see all the wonderful, wonderful stitching that everyone does here. We have a few gentlemen, but the majority are ladies. But we do have the odd gentleman on here. So I'm really kind of grateful for that. I post every day that I am able to, sometimes even twice a day. What was I going to say? On Sundays, on the third Sunday of every month, which is today, we have Mass at the church. So I don't do a live. The other Sundays, so that's 4 Sundays, I believe. 3 Sundays. 3 Sundays. I do a live from 12:30 to 2:30. So this Sunday, I don't. Oh, it's Father's Day today. So I would like to wish every man who is, all the fathers out there, all of them, whether you are father, stepfather, grandfather of two-legged, or are you dad to four-legged, or maybe two-legged, like as in birds, right? Or with the bellies like snakes. So I just like to wish you a happy Father's Day today. All right, everybody. I guess that's it for today. So, see here, that's how far I got there. I'm working right here. So, yeah. So please join me again tomorrow. And I will post another video, God willing, of course. So, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lilybell, and Jonah, and Sydney. I don't know where he is. He found a spot there. So, anyway, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. So I pray that you will all join me again tomorrow. And as we do another video, Wednesday, I will be doing my counted again. There's only 2 more counted Wednesdays, right? Yeah, 2 more. And then we are into winter in July. So make sure you get something that can be counted. It can be printed. You can knit something. You can crochet something. You can diamond paint. Whatever craft you like. Okay? As long as it's winter. This is starting to diminish. Yes, yes, yes. Can't wait until Juliet gets back, and then I can weigh myself and pray that I've lost more weight. So, all right, everybody, have a fantastic Sunday, and we will see you here tomorrow again, God willing, of course. Toodle-littles, everybody. everybody.